Make my weight loss snack with me, and we're doing one of my absolute favourites, a Boss Scotch Egg. Right, first thing we need for a Scotch Egg is some boiled eggs. So, we don't want a soft boiled egg, but we don't want a fully hard boiled egg, if possible. I'm not saying this is the easiest thing. It's all about timing. Yeah, we kind of want a hard-boiled egg, but with a slightly soft yolk. That is the sweet spot. That is what we're looking for. So, I've got some of my favourite eggs. These 6 golden yolkers from Aldi. I'm doing 3 as a fail-safe because I am making 2 Scotch eggs. So I get a pan boiling away. I drop the 3 eggs in. And this is my timing. There's 2 bigger eggs there and 1 smaller one. So the smaller one's definitely going to be cooked through. Anyway, this is my timing. I do 4 minutes, high heat. And then as soon as 4 minutes is done, Alexa, set timer 4 minutes.
4 minutes, starting now.
I'll turn the heat right down. Not off, just right down. And then I'll do them for another 5 minutes. Right, while they're boiling away, let's do some sausage meat. I've got a confession. This is take 2 of this video. Why? Because I absolutely cocked up, full transparency, my eggs on the first take. I actually did them as like soft eggs, like dippy eggs. And then when I was peeling them, I was like, no, Neil, you need them a bit more hard-boiled than that. So, yeah. I've already done my sausage meat, but I'll tell you exactly how I'm going to do it or how I have done it. You just need simply 2 of these lean pork sausages from Aldi. They have a skin on them, but it is pretty much non-existent. So take 2 of them, stick them into a bowl, and just give them a right good mash up. Now, I am doing 2 varieties of Scotch egg here. I'm doing a plain one. So this is just 2 sausages mashed up. This is 2 sausages mashed up with 10 grams of grated Parmesan in there. Anyway, it's simple. I've got my sausage meat ready. I'll be back in a few minutes when the eggs are ready. That sound means the eggs are done. Alexa, stop timer. Sorted. Right. I have got here a bowl that actually has iced water in it. You don't need to use iced water, just cold water will do. Eggs straight in. I've got a confession, another confession. I bottled it a little bit. I've gone 3 minutes boiling and then 5 minutes with the heat turned right down. We'll see how I've got on at the end. Right, let's let these cool and then I'm going to peel them and we'll get on with the next step. And here we go, 3 peeled boiled eggs. And I'm going to be confident and say here that definitely this one, I don't want to break it, picking it up, definitely that one, and definitely that one there is going to have a runny yolk when we cut into it. We'll see. Right, let's coat them in some sausage meat. So, there's no real, talent to this, I suppose. It is get your hands in, get your sausage meat, knock it down into some sort of patty. You want it quite thin, right? And we're going to go in with this egg here. And then we are just going to, I'm just going to pop it back in the bowl a second, without break. This is the talent, is getting this egg wrapped in the sausage meat without, you've got to treat it like a newborn baby. Basically, don't over squeeze it. Don't pop that egg, especially if you've got a runny yolk. And I think this is definitely a runny yolk. Fingers crossed. Right. I'm happy with that. We're about there. Lovely. Right, I'm going to pop that back in the bowl because I'm going to do this one, which is Parmigiana. All right. Very gently in the end, we have got there. Final bit, final piece of the puzzle coming up. Obviously, the sausage is easy to track. The egg's easy to track. 10 grams of Parmesan cheese in one of them. Easy to track. What isn't the easiest is the old breadcrumbs, because you've got to have your Scotch egg in some breadcrumbs. So I've got a plate here. Doesn't really matter how many breadcrumbs you put on this plate. I'm going to put a few more on. Right, so I have absolutely no idea what breadcrumbs are on this plate. But all you need to do is make sure that the counter is 0. We take our Scotch egg, we pop it in, we just run it around. You don't need to add anything to it. All the breadcrumbs will stick to the sausage meat, as it were. You can pick a few up, give it a good move about. And then at the end of it, we take that off, and that is 6 grams. There we go, 2 fabulous Scotch eggs ready to go in the air fryer. How long for? I'm going to do 200 for 7 minutes. I'm then going to turn them over and go for another 7 minutes. And fingers crossed, we'll have 2 beautifully cooked Scotch eggs. Back shortly. And here we go, 2 hopefully perfectly cooked Scotch eggs. They have split slightly, that can happen. Also, you can put a little bit of spray oil on them if you want them to really crisp up, but to be fair, they don't do too bad without it. Right, this is the Parmesan one on the right here. This is the normal one. Let's cut into this one first and see where we're at. Oh, absolutely beautiful. That is going to be a picture, 100%. And then let's go into the Parmesan one and see where we're at with this one, because this is what I'm going to taste. Oh, again, absolutely perfect. He's nailed it. He is extremely, and I mean extremely happy. Right, taste test coming up. Right, let's get that taste test in before I tell you about the macros, because if this is rubbish, I'm not going to tell you about this one, but I'll tell you about the other one. All right, this is a Parmesan Scotch egg. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That is absolutely unbelievable. Right, so the Parmesan one, this bad here is 290 calories, 32 grams of protein. I'm not going to tell you about the fibre because it's a protein-based thing. And then the original one is 248 calories, 28 grams of protein. I know the original one is an absolute banger, but wow, this Parmesan one is another level. Anyway, whichever one you fancy, give them a go.